Welcome to the Junkyard Joust, and wow, do we have an epic matchup for you today. Hi everybody, I'm Aaron Yonda. Look at these teams. Graveyard Smash is back, Jetstreak of course, and the Speed Demons are back after a long hiatus. Let's head into the garage for a closer look. First up, it's a team composed entirely of Ferrari 308s, also known as Race Bait 308, sponsored by Chicken Rings Onion Wings. Graveyard Smash has teamed up with Dead and Gone to create a bit of a super team. It's going to be interesting to see this one in action. Jetstreak made it to 4th in the finals last season, and they've just swapped out one member, the original Jet Threat. They're ready to go again. Magic Kingdom also made it to the finals by hook or by crook. They made it only to 10th place. Doug, the only returning member on that team. We haven't seen the Speed Demons for ages. They're back with a brand new lineup of longish vehicles. Looks like Cookie's making friends with Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, it feels so good. Silky, you're just like Jesus. You're my new savior.
God help us, we're in the hands of Baby Cookie.
And Mr. Bean standing over by one of the officials acting the fool. Maybe he's trying to impress that lady by his car.
Fascinating.
It's time to joust round 1. Here we go. Doug starting off, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Doug got the lucky roll of the dice. Running order is up on top of the screen there. The ramp is set up. Race Bait 308, sponsored by Reaper EOD for 308. Race Bait goes off the back of Doug. Doug had a lot of success with that ramp throughout the last season. This time though, Race Bait hits a 6 on its way over to the crates, and a nice recovery. Apparently Baby Cookie not prepared for a jump of that magnitude.
I'm in a daze.
And she's taking a tumble. First up for the Speed Demon, Scorpedo, sponsored by DYW Production Labs. And what a nice smooth jump off the back of Doug. Hits the crates and absorbs it with that flexible middle. Good landing. Promising start for the Speed Demons. The legendary Wolfman, sponsored by Chicken Rings Onion Wings for Graveyard. Wolfman, ooh, wow, that was not a legendary hit. Wolfman can't handle the back of Doug, does not fly off of it, but bounces instead, flips over off the track and into Elimination Land. Rough loss already for Graveyard. Let's hope they can bring it back. It's time for Tyrrell the Terror, sponsored by Sicken. Tyrrell does manage to get underneath Doug. I wasn't sure it would happen, but a little flip gets under. Doug is going up. This could be bad. The Citroen H van going down for Magic Kingdom, sponsored by Chome. Ooh, and Magic Kingdom devastates their whole team with that one hit. Was it a good decision to send down that van right now? It takes out Doug and then tips over the Tyrrell unharmed. Here comes another 308. This one sponsored by Milo's Motor Menagerie. The 308 settles into place behind the van. The van's still sideways, but the Tyrrell's getting pushed up a little bit by it. Street Shark up now for the Demon, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Just enough force to push the Tyrrell over and upside down. That's going to be a tough loss for Jetstreak, but it has done some work so far in this match with the takedown of Doug. The 57 Bel Air, 118 grams, sponsored by Pick Your Sticker. The Bel Air completely drives over Street Shark, hits the back of it and just drives up on it, goes all the way down to the crate, stays balanced, and survives. So does Street Shark. Doug starting to get pushed over. The original Jet Threat, sponsored by Judy Collins. Jet Threat tosses 2 cars off the track, the 308 and Street Shark. Street Shark does a nice bending and manages to absorb the force and survive. Boombox, sponsored by G-Zeus for the Kingdom. Boombox tries to knock Jetstreak around, but Jetstreak keeps it level. Here's a Ferrari 308, sponsored by Sloss Automotive Sachet and Buffet. The Ferrari gets underneath Boombox, shunts it off to the side, puts it at a pretty close to 45-degree angle right there. Could be trouble for Kingdom. Power Tread, sponsored by Chorgoth the Infinite Horror. Power Tread does not have enough power to get past that 308, bounces back and goes curbside. Big Mother, sponsored by Mark the Music Lover, 97 grams. Big Mother flops power tread off the track. The thing twists and turns and lands it. Impressive shock absorption. And now Boombox is looking good. Fusion Buster up next, sponsored by Emo Dingo. Big Mother proving to be too much mother for Fusion Buster, and Fusion Buster gets stopped up, goes curbside. Grogu now for Magic Kingdom, sponsored by Chicken Rings. Grogu, whoa, a little bit of a tumble there, flips over and can't make a recovery. That is disappointing. Lucky recovery by Fusion Buster though. Here comes another 308, sponsored by Farty Marty. This 308 manages to pop Big Mother up just enough to get under. That could be a tough situation for Big Mother to get out of. Flex Force, sponsored by Sean's Toy Room. Big Mother pivots as the 308 thrust underneath. Looks like about 4 or 5 eliminations on the field so far, but I have a feeling there's gonna be a few more now. Creature from the Black Lagoon, sponsored by Chicken Rings. Creature pushes the back end of Flex Force off the track and sets up the ramp. Take a good look at the back end of Creature. It has been slightly adjusted and it's lower than ever before. Jet Threat 3, sponsored by Brendan Walsh. Gonna take the plunge first. Jet Threat 3 loves this kind of a challenge. We've seen this vehicle deal with Creature before and it almost always makes a recovery. Pretty impressive lunge right there, up to a 5, and then a nice flip to a recover. Jet Threat loving to get up and get some fresh air. Stitch is up next, sponsored by Chicken Rings Onion Rings. Stitch leaps, hits the crates, and bounces back into a favorable upright position. Nice recovery there. That's gonna keep Magic Kingdom in this match. 5 on the way. Good landing. Magic Kingdom needed that. Here comes another 308. This one sponsored by Miskatonic Automotive Club. This 308 makes a nice landing as well, bounces off the crates, keeps it level, hits a 5, bounces around. Fantastic recovery. Robo Wheels, sponsored by Hendrika's Heavy Hauling. Robo Wheels hits that jump and crawls to freedom. Crawls right over Doug, and look at that. Causes Doug to go upright again and saves Magic Kingdom in a big way. Not sure they intended to do that, but that is what happened. Wow, 63 Cadillac Hearse now, sponsored by Sid from Cybertron. The hearse hits that jump. Oh, a bad landing, gets stuck down at the end. Nowhere to go, can't flip over. Hits a 5 on the way there. There just wasn't any good place to land. Could be a good car, but we'll never know now. It's out. Cloud Cutter now, the final car of the round, sponsored by Judy Collins. Cloud Cutter hits that jump. Wow, look at this. Hits the crates, takes a weird bounce, and goes sideways. If you were to tell me that car was gonna go sideways, I don't know if I would have believed you. There's almost no way it could do that, and yet somehow it managed to do it. Tough break for Jetstreak. Loss of one of their best vehicles. A lot of cars hitting a height of 5 off Creature in this round. I think the highest we got in round 1 was a 6. For those of you betting on the match for fun over in the Junkyard Joust Discord. 7 eliminations in that round, and we're taking 1 measurement. It looks like that 308 is good to go. So we'll stick with 7. 3 losses for Magic Kingdom. Couple losses for the other teams. Taking a look at the aftermath. Kingdom down to 2, Graveyard Smash and Jetstreak down to 3, and look at this. 308 and Speed Demons did not lose a vehicle. Round 2, it's time for combat. Ferrari 308 starting us off. Running order is up. Looks like Graveyard is before Magic Kingdom this time, so that could come into play with Creature. Scorpedo buckles and knocks the Ferrari off the track. The Ferrari gets off to safety. And despite the possibility of self-harm, Graveyard Shift is going for it. Creature is in position. Ooh, like I said before, Jet Threat 3 loves a little jumping. Flips over to a recovery. We've seen it many times before. Creature looks a little unstable right there, but still good on the track for that jump. Stitch takes the jump and does not have good luck this time. Smashes into the crates, hits a height of 6, bounces back, and cannot recover. Another fantastic recovery from a 308, bouncing off the crates, flipping around, and perfect. It is wonderful to see these cars go up in the air. 5 on that one to a spinning landing. Oh, the Speed Demons have their first disappointment. Speed Shark slams into the crates, flips over, but cannot right itself. And that's going to be their first elimination. Big Mother not big enough to get Creature off the track, hits the crates, flips over, cannot recover because Stitch was in the way. Otherwise, I feel like that thing probably would have recovered. Creature from the Black Lagoon taking a toll even on its own team. Fusion Buster, nice leaping jump there, hits the crates, bounces back to a splendid recovery. Makes it up to a height of 6 on that one before it lands it. Jetstreak not fazed by Creature at all. Magic Kingdom's last hope, Doug, flies off of the ramp, makes a tumbling recovery. Pretty impressive job there by a vehicle you wouldn't expect to have any agility, and that's going to keep them in the match. A nice slow leap off the back of Creature, and this 308 makes a nice sliding recovery. Ooh, the Speed Demons are going to lose another one. Power Tread cannot recover, squishes into the crates, flops around a little bit. Can't make it happen. Oh, wow, what a smooth run by the 57 Bel Air, hitting the crates, flipping over completely, and just an amazing recovery by that giant vehicle. Nice job there of the original Jet Threat, keeping it level, landing it up in the front. Jetstreak has not been touched this round. Another 308 and another amazing recovery, bouncing around, spinning, flipping, you name it. These things are miraculous. Hitting a 5 as it makes another beautiful landing. Flex Force has a little bit better luck than its teammates, squishes into the crates and keeps it level. Gonna keep Speed Demons alive. There you go, again, a 308 hits the crates, bounces around like crazy, flips over to a recovery. These things are like acrobats, it's ridiculous. They have no eliminations yet in this round. Robo Wheels flops up to the front of the crates, and look at that turn to a recovery. Hits a 5, smashes into the crates, and twists and turns until it's upright. Speed Demons needed that. That'll do it for round 2. We're gonna have 4 eliminations in this round. Looks like 2 of them are gonna be Speed Demons. Taking a look at the aftermath, Magic Kingdom down to just Doug, Graveyard Smash down to 2, 308 has not lost a car, Jetstreak at 3, and so are the Speed Demons. Round 3, and the 308s are dominating the match right now. The ramps so far proving to be no problem for them. Scorpedo tries to drive over the Ferrari and can't manage it, flips over upside down, another elimination for the Speed Demons. That'll take them down to 2. Fusion Buster tries to launch the Ferrari up in the air, get it off the track, can't take it out. And here comes Creature setting up the ramp. Now Doug has no choice but to take that ramp because of the running order. Smooth sailing for Doug, amazing. Look at this little bounce off of the Ferrari into the crates and flips over to a magnificent recovery. Magic Kingdom still in the match. Here comes the 308, and oh boy, bad bounce off the crates right there, and it can't quite make it back over again. Finally, an elimination for the 308s. Ooh, a nice one by Flex Force, makes a clutch recovery. Flips and flops, hits a 6 on the way down, but turns it around and recovers. That'll keep Speed Demons alive. Another perfect recovery from Jet Threat. Wow, just look at the way that thing handles the jump every time. Twisting and turning, hits a 5 on the back end and lands it perfectly. I think Jetstreak does better when there's a ramp in the game. And friendly fire is turned on. The Bel Air flips over, can't quite make the recovery this time, gets a little caught up on Flex Force. Now only Creature remains. Graveyard Shift putting all their eggs in the Creature basket. Nice flip over to a landing by that 308. Doesn't take down its teammate. Good run. Robo Wheels takes the plunge badly, hits the crates, bounces over upside down, cannot get out of it, struggles vainly. Hits a 5 on the way there, and that is going to be another loss for Speed Demons. Ooh, Creature's starting to take a toll on all the teams as Jet Streak loses Jet Threat. No room to roll over by the crates right now, and that's out. That 308 not stopped by the lack of space, creates his own space, drives all the way down the Bel Air to safety over by Doug. And the final 308 of the round gets wedged in between Flex Force and the track. Cannot quite get down on its wheels. That's going to be another elimination for 308. 6 total eliminations in round 3. Definitely seeing some carnage now. Let's take a look at the aftermath. All the teams still in it. Magic Kingdom at 1, along with Graveyard Smash and Speed Demons. Jet Streak down to 2. 308 at 3. It's still anybody's match. Round 4, here we go. 2 ramps are still in play, so this is a dangerous game we're playing. Running order is up. Graveyard Smash getting the run before Magic Kingdom, so Doug is going to have to survive that jump again. Fusion Buster takes a shot at the Ferrari, but the Ferrari does a great job of flipping it over and landing it. Last remaining vehicle for the Speed Demons, Flex Force locks it in. Little jostling there with Creature, but now that ramp is set up securely. Oh, a savage hit from Doug takes down the Ferrari, knocking it straight over and out, and then making a recovery. And I might be imagining it, but does Doug look a little smug right now? 308 hits the jump and makes a pretty good landing. A little close to sideways there, but close enough that I think it's safe. Good tumble. Yet again, Jet Threat makes another recovery, bouncing around, flipping over, somehow turning it around and keeping alive. Ooh, and suddenly 308 are looking like they're in trouble. The loss of a second vehicle in this round, and they are going to be the only ones losing vehicles in this round. Wow, this is going to make it a lot more even. Bad luck for them, and that nasty hit by Doug. 308 loses 2 out of the 3 cars they had left, and now they're down to 1. Jet Streak suddenly in the lead, everybody else at 1. This is really heating up. Fusion Buster will start us off in round 5. Jet Streak are veterans at this. There's a reason they make it to the finals just about every time. Magic Kingdom getting the roll this time, and Doug has set up the jump. Creature is gonna have to take it. Or maybe not. Creature nudges up against the back of Doug, but does not go off the ramp. Maybe not enough speed, and that is incredibly lucky for Creature. Final 308 hits that jump, slides into position, keeps it upright, but as we saw last round, that is not gonna be a safe place to be hanging out. Flex Force takes the jump, Creature stays in position. Flex Force taking a shot at the 308, but can't get it out of there. Jet Threat, wow, look at that recovery. Massive hit into the crates, bounces, levels out, hits a 5 on the way over to the junkyard where it levels out and lands. Masterful performance from Jet Threat 3, really stepping it up. No eliminations in that round, so we are gonna increase the speeds. All these vehicles doing an incredible job of sticking around. So here we go, round 6, higher speeds. Fusion Buster starts us off. Slams the track buffer into the safety rail. And now Creature takes the stage. Wow, what was that? Fusion Buster gets tossed around a little bit up on the top of Creature and just flips over. Over easy. An unexpected elimination there. Fusion Buster, very unusual. And Doug takes the jump. Wow, what a slam into the crates, flipping around, and it goes over to the tires. And guess what? The tires prevent Doug from making a full recovery. I think it would have, but there wasn't space, and that is gonna do it for Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom out of the match, foiled in their attempt to make it to the main event. And look at the bouncing and crazy maneuvers of that 308, hitting a 6 as it flops around and makes a spectacular recovery, keeps the 308s alive and in this match. Flex Force seems to be able to handle that jump, although it was a close one this time, just that last little flop, turning it over and saving Speed Demons. Jet Threat bounces off the crates and gets caught up kind of by Evil Weevil, kind of poking up in the air a little bit, hits a 5 on the way there. Kind of an odd position there for Jet Threat. The officials say they're not going to take a measurement on that. That's going to count as a recovery. Still a close call for Jet Streak right there, and we are going to go into another round, but without Magic Kingdom. We're down to just 4 cars. If another team gets eliminated, this match will be over. Round 7, here we go, starting off with Jet Threat. Looks like Creature will be coming down next. Gonna be hard to eliminate Creature at this point, it seems like. Creature knocks the track buffer off and lines up that jump. Flex Force does it again, straight into the crates, bounces a lot, swings around, heads up to a level 5, and then pulls off another recovery. This is good news for the Speed Demons. The 308 takes the jump, flips around, and gets stuck on Flex Force, turns pretty much sideways, and that is gonna be an elimination and the end of the match. Unbelievable, 308 had 5 left for 2 rounds, and with that run, they are done. A promising looking team, but their luck just ran out. Close calls for all of these teams. This felt like a finals level match. Graveyard Smash, Jet Streak, and Speed Demons moving on. Jet Streak will get the all-important bonus action for 46 points. And there they are, the teams that are moving on to the main event. Something kind of comforting about this. These teams have been around for a long time. October 15th is the deadline, coming up pretty quick for the next custom joust. Link in the description for more information. If you're going to send me a team, let me know, or just send it along before that deadline. You can always email me at junkyardjoust@gmail.com if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, everybody, and don't forget, if you want to sponsor a car, now is your chance. Patreon.com/junkyardjoust. See you next time on the Joust.